Welcome back to Hawaii Stands Together. We're here with Paul Yonamine from Central Pacific Bank. Paul, this is really interesting. We're talking about something called Kizuna Aloha and how it's related to tourism here in Hawaii. What is this and how did it get started?
Sure. Thank you, Steve, for having me today. And, before that, I really want to thank Hawaii News Now. You've been a great supporter for our Keep Hawaii Cooking and Mahalo Meals programs that Central Pacific Bank's been embarking on for these past couple of months. Yeah. But coming back to Kizuna Aloha, when the governor, declared the quarantine end of March, we knew right off that that tourism faucet was being turned off. And in particular, given my background living in Japan, I was really concerned about what the implications might be to the Japanese market. The Japanese love Hawaii. There's 1.6 million Japanese who come every year. There's 2 million hula dancers in Japan. I don't know if you knew that. But so it was really important for us, given the quarantine, that we reached out to the Japanese and told them that we're thinking of them. And when things are safe, and when we have proper health, hygiene, protocol, and standards, that we'd like them to come back. And that was the whole initiative around the Kizuna Aloha campaign. It was a communication campaign. It was a real public-private sector collaboration with Hawaii Executive Collaborative, with DBED, HTA, naturally CPB, AIO Foundation, but most importantly, the Japan-Hawaii Travel Association, which has 40 members, including Japan Airlines, ANA. So great public-private collaboration that's also global, because it involved a lot of Japanese companies.
Yeah. And Paul, I think it's great, number one, that we're thinking about this, but also that you're keeping that relationship, that bond together, because of course it makes up such a big part of our tourism. How safely can this be done, and how soon do you think we could safely see these visitors come from?
So, we've done a great job in Hawaii, right? The rate of infections. Actually, in Asia, the infection rate per million is actually a fraction to that of Hawaii. So actually, Asia has done a really good job. Japan just got off of their state of emergency on Monday. And actually, their infection rate is a third of what it is here in Hawaii. Now, in addition to that, they are in process of addressing testing at airports, for COVID-19.
Similar to what we want?
Exactly. Yeah. But this is testing in the airport, so before they depart. It hasn't been finalized, but it is in process. And they also have fever screening equipment, at the airports in Japan. And that's exactly what the state is considering right now over here. In addition to that, with the proper tracing technology and also the hygiene protocol at all service establishments in Hawaii, I think we could create a system that would be very safe for not just for the tourists, naturally for our residents and our workers. And in that manner, I think we could start inviting people from Asia, again, where we have very low infection rates.
Yeah. And I know some of this is going to take a little bit of convincing here at home, but
sure.
But how about abroad? I mean, how open are they to the idea of coming here again?
It's really interesting. I'm always inundated with phone calls from my Japanese customers that they're dying to come back here again because they've heard about some of the curfews, the stay-at-home mandates, the quarantine that our government has done here. And so they have a perception that Hawaii is very healthy and safe. And so there's this tremendous interest for them to come back. I've heard from some of the wedding companies here in Hawaii that they haven't had one cancellation. They're all being postponed. And so I think when it opens up, there could be this pent-up demand of people coming back here very quickly. And again, it has to be safe, for our residents, for our workers, and also for the tourists.
Yeah, and we know that you're considering all of that. So thank you.
Absolutely.
It's very, very interesting. And we should say thank you to you and for all the CPB has done.
Well, we have a lot of people who don't have jobs today. And opening up local business is good, but we need the tourists. To really feed that local business dynamic. Or, we run into some real tough times for the economy. So
right. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much. Paul Yonamine, Central Pacific Bank. We'll be right back.